Hello, everybody. You're listening to our special edition of Sports Nest. This is a Pro Bowl podcast. I'm Chris.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Shane.
And today with us in the studio today, we have a couple special guests, some fans of the show. And we'll go around the table. So first we have Chris Williams, right?
Yes. Famous Chris Williams, y'all.
We have Kenny Rodriguez.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me on the show.
And you all know quarterback Quashi Jeter.
I'm always on the show. Hey, guys.
Not recently.
Not recently, because
I've been sick. Injury reserve.
But today we're going to be talking about the 2013 Pro Bowl. You have San Francisco and Baltimore going to the Super Bowl, so any of those players you won't be seeing in the Pro Bowl. But let's talk about some of the positions, some of the starting players that we have in the Pro Bowl for both conferences. And if you look over the NFC quarterback, those guys are injured.
I believe there's 3 people injured.
RG3, Matt Ryan, and Aaron Rodgers. So, I mean, you could probably look to see Drew Brees as the starting quarterback.
Their replacements are Drew Brees and Eli Manning.
And Russell Wilson.
With Russell Wilson at the third string.
The rookie.
Why are you such a Russell Wilson fan, Shane?
I don't know. I think he did good as a rookie this year.
Oh, he had a great rookie season.
So, who do you think had a better rookie season, him or RG3?
I'm going to go with Russell Wilson.
Ooh.
How you going to go that?
Oh, I mean, look, dude, I'm an Eagles fan. I'll still go RG3.
RG3
the year right there.
RG3 was hurt a lot.
Russell
Wilson.
Wilson.
You're an Eagles fan. No wonder why you would go with RG3.
Hey, look, I'm an Eagles fan, too. I'm
you
still
would
going
love to have
RG3.
RG3 on your squad.
He was putting up with Russell Wilson exactly when he was hurt. Imagine him healthy against Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
RG3 made it far. I mean,
RG3
Russell
played
Wilson
that-
made it farther.
RG3 played that playoff game injured.
Does it honestly matter who made it farther or who wins the championship? If you made it farther and you still get sent home, then didn't you still get sent home? So you're in the same place it was before.
It's a difference.
No, it's not a
big
difference because what did you accomplish but losing the same way that RG3 lost? What did he accomplish?
No. All
What
right,
did he
so
accomplish?
you're saying
They're
the
both
people
in the
that
Pro
go.
Bowl. What else
so,
did he accomplish?
All right, so you're saying the people that don't go to the playoffs have the same season as someone that goes to the playoffs and lose the first round?
It all adds up to the same thing because you played for a whole bunch of nothing. You played.
It's a big difference.
It's not a big
It's
difference.
a big difference when it comes to contracts. It's a big difference when it comes to coaches. It's a big difference when it comes to the
when you come
franchise.
down to
We're
players
talking-
and
no,
coaches
all
who
right,
need
that's-
contract extensions.
You're digging too deep into it. We're talking about
No.
We're talking about game performance and the way that they play.
Yeah, that has a lot to do with if you go to the playoffs or not.
But
If you
they
don't
both
go to
got
the
sent-
playoffs-
they're both in the same place. They both went to the playoffs and they both got sent home to the same place.
No, that's no. That's not the same thing.
There's a difference
It's not.
between regular season and making the playoffs. There's a difference there, but not between wild card and divisional rounds.
Yeah, I see.
There's
It
no
is.
difference between rounds in the playoffs. You still made the playoffs.
Also, if
Exactly.
you make the playoffs, it shows that your team has the ability to get far and really helps you rebuild and what you have to do to make right to even go further the following year.
True. Well,
But you look at the running backs
How about
too.
the running backs?
AFC, of course, you're gonna have Arian Foster. Arian
Hold on,
Foster
how
started
about
running back.
How about Doug Martin from Tampa Bay? He had a
Oh
spectacular
yeah, he was in there
rookie
for candidate for rookie of the year too, right?
season. Yeah, the muscle
How
hamstring.
about Jamal Charles?
Forget about AP.
Man, child.
Man, child's back.
And Frank Gore is out because he's in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he'll be in the Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
just as Ray
Good for him.
Rice.
Yeah. So they'll be
Doug
seeing each
Martin.
other across the field anyway.
Yeah. I also noticed you had Champ Bailey starting at safety for the AFC.
Safety.
Or cornerback, I'm sorry.
Time to give it up, champ. Champ, if you hear me, it's time to give it up.
It is. He can't cover the way he used to.
Talking about
not as
last
much.
year-
Did you see his last game? The last game that Champ Bailey played, were you watching the same screen that we were all watching?
Yeah, that's
A
pretty
couple
bad.
times.
He
A
did.
couple times.
He did
That's
blow
a
his coverage a
game-changing
few
performance.
times.
It's a game-changing performance. Give it up, champ. Give it up, champ.
He's better than Asamoah.
In DRC.
Well, that's not really saying too much.
That's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. Just 2 years ago, Asamoah was the best,
one
or
of the
not the
Raiders,
second best corner in the league.
You know how much a game?
Champ Bailey's been doing it for years, for like 12 years,
12.
locking down. I congratulate him, and he's doing his thing.
All right, let's talk about the receivers. The great Calvin Megatron Johnson.
Isn't he injured?
No, I don't think he's injured.
Oh, that's what I read on the list, is that he had an injury next to his name.
What's X mean?
Injured.
Oh, then he is injured.
Yeah, Calvin Johnson is injured.
That Reggie Wayne isn't starting over AJ Green.
Nah, but AJ Green had a beast season this year.
Yeah, AJ Green had a great season. Man.
He had like
He
10
had a
straight
great
games and a
season.
touchdown.
This is a show for debate.
You got to look at what Reggie Wayne did with a
listen,
rookie.
In the
quarter-
words
with
of
a rookie
Quashi
quarterback.
Jetter, AJ
Listen,
Green is man-child.
AJ Green is man-child.
Man-child.
Listen,
Did you
Look at the
really
stats.
just give him that title?
yes, look at the stats. Look at the stats. Look at the stats.
You're delusional. You
I'm
are sick. You are a sick man.
How am I
You are a
delusional?
sick man.
Look at the stats.
You are a sick man.
His stats are way higher than Reggie Wayne's. I mean, Reggie Wayne's good, but he's not better than
We
AJ
might
Green.
have to reevaluate our friendship after today.
AJ Green is a beast. He's a beast.
He
Man-child.
man-child.
AJ Green, he did have a great season. AJ Green. I mean, there's no denying that.
And then you have Brandon Marshall starting over Julio Jones.
Yeah,
Seriously?
That's not
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's
Seriously?
messed up.
Everyone's gonna
That
go
is
with
messed
that.
up. I mean, you saw in the NFC Championship game. I mean, who was covering Julio Jones? Mateo's girlfriend? Like, nobody was covering Julio Jones. Nobody.
That's a good one, man.
I didn't think Victor Cruz had the great of a season this year.
Yeah, I'm a Giants
Yeah,
fan,
I'm
but
just
I
saying,
didn't think he had that great.
Yeah,
of
I
a
didn't think
season.
he had that.
And that's
great of
coming from a
season.
Giants fan, all right? I
And
mean, what does that tell
he
you?
still makes playoffs. But
It's just salsa
then
everybody
again,
loves.
I hate that
you
salsa
have to
dance.
think about it. It's
Who
all,
does this
it's
voting?
all fan voting.
We need to talk. I need to
No,
talk
No,
to the
it's
people who.
it's no, it's not. It's a partially
These
fan
fans
voting,
should've
but
been some
most of it
Eagles
comes
fans,
from
some Eagles
players
fans in
and the coaches.
But
So we can vote. Can we vote?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
vote to veto every vote that put Brandon Marshall in this Pro Bowl.
I ain't gonna
I
say
believe
that.
it's a very small percentage of fan voting actually
he's a
goes into
replacement.
it.
Brandon Marshall's a
He's a
replacement.
cancer to every team that he's on, and his team does nothing in the postseason. Brandon Marshall.
Is that his fault? I mean, all right, let's
I
look
refuse
at the
to argue
lines.
with Quashi
Let's look at the
Jetta.
lines.
I refuse to argue.
Let's look at the lines and look at Calvin
Johnson.
Johnson. He has yet to win a playoff game. He's still one of the best receivers in the league.
He need to go to the
So the
Eagles.
postseason don't matter.
But then again, you just compare
Doesn't-
Brandon
Yeah,
Marshall. to
I'm
Calvin
sorry, but
Johnson.
neither does the
player-
All-Star
player
game. You know what I
performance.
mean?
Player performance, I mean, you need a complete team to win the playoff game.
You don't realize that you just compared Calvin Johnson to Brandon Marshall.
No, I didn't. I did not say that. I said, but I'm saying
Calvin,
some of the greats
Mr. Johnson. I think that's a little bit disrespectful.
I didn't.
I might
say
have to
that.
add.
I didn't say that. But
Then
I'm
what are
saying,
you saying, Quashi?
I'm saying that you said the postseason. He's like any team that he goes on, they never make it anywhere. But Calvin Johnson's been on the Lions, yet they haven't made a playoff game.
He's a great
True.
player. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Great player.
True.
I really like the
Re-
tight
re-
ends for the
record
NFC,
breaker.
NFC.
Yeah, I like the tight
though.
ends
For
too.
the
Tony
NFC tight ends
Gonzalez
are really good.
Yeah,
Is
they
Tony-
are.
They got Tony Gonzalez and
Tony
Jason
Gonzalez.
Don't
And
forget that it might be
This
Tony
would probably
Gonzalez's
be
last Pro
yeah
Bowl.
the last.
Oh, yeah,
it could be
yeah.
his last game
Yeah.
where he actually puts on football
Like,
pads.
basically, after the game on Sunday, he basically announced his retirement.
Yeah, he said that. Well, I mean, that was the last meaningful game that he
Yeah,
played
yeah.
in. He'll probably play in the Pro Bowl.
He said it was the last time he said he'd put on pads.
I
and
think
stuff,
he's gonna
so-
come back.
He might make a
All right,
Randy
first of all,
Moss
if he
comeback.
pulls this Brett
think he's gonna
Favre
come back.
soap opera, I will be so mad.
I don't think
And
it'll
I
be
will-
like that, but
It's
I
not
feel
going to
like
be
he's
like
gonna
that
come
because
back.
he's not going to be able. Him being a tight end, his body has so much more wear and tear than a quarterback.
Yo,
I honestly think.
Gonzalez.
And he's not going to be able to. If he retires for a year, he's not going to be able to come back and produce how he did years before and how he's doing now.
I don't think
with the
he's gonna
age he's at.
retire at all.
True.
I think he should. Yo, some players, people
Gonzalez
just need to
still
give it
can
up.
play.
They just need to give it up.
Yo, Gonzalez.
Randy
can still
Moss, if you're
play.
out there and you can hear this, it's time. It's your time too.
No, it's
It was
not.
his time
He is in
2
the Super
years
Bowl.
And what did Quashi just say? It's a team performance, right?
And Randy
Yeah.
Moss performed well to get them to the Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
Give it up, Randy. Go home, Roger.
I think Gonzalez is gonna come back because he still got.
I
mean,
wouldn't say
his-
that. I think he
Think
he has
about what
nothing
he
else left
did.
to prove.
But look what he did this year. You know, he had a great season, even though he's
he's
at
the
the
first ballot
end,
Hall of
pretty
Fame
much.
tight end.
So why not end on a great note?
Well, because he still got like 3 or 4 more years left if he wanted to.
Who, Gonzalez?
Yeah. Do you see the way he played this year?
He did.
He could
played
play better, but I
great.
mean, no. There comes a point in time as a football player where you know
Team
that
still can't
you-
stop him.
where
even though-
you know that you can't that your time is your time. I mean, that's with every athlete when they decide to hang it up. That's
he
what
can
they
still
they
play.
know that it's time for them to retire, and they're doing it for them. Like Ray Lewis. I mean, he wants to retire at the end of this year. This is going to be his last
And
game.
he's gonna go down great.
Yeah.
Being in,
And I mean, and why? I mean, Ray Lewis could keep on playing if he wanted to, yeah, but He could. His
He just
time
wants
is
to do
his
it for
time.
his son. That's why.
Yeah.
He just wants to coach his son in college.
I mean, everybody has their reasons on why they want to retire.
But do you see Ray Lewis becoming a coach?
I don't. If you mean head coach, no. If
see,
so, I would
defensive
say
coach,
some
of course.
type of place in the Ravens organization, possibly.
Let's get with the defenses. Jason Pierre-Paul.
Over Jared Allen? You think he should be starting over Jared Allen?
Pierre Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah, I possibly, yeah.
What about Julius Peppers?
That's debatable.
I mean, he was a big part of the Bears defense this year.
Oh man, but what about the 1-2 punch of Charles Tillman and Tim Jennings? Like those are two lockdown cornerbacks. You know,
Yeah.
for the AFC to face that's gonna be one tough, combo.
It just proves that the NFC just has better, bigger caliber
I'm
players.
going NFC on this Pro Bowl.
Yeah. Well,
Every year.
Every year.
That's why I never get to watch the Pro Bowl because it's always like a 55-0 blowout.
Oh yeah, but then J.J. Watt is gonna make a big impact on that line. There's no doubt about it.
AFC. Dolphins.
Who is?
And my boy Tom Bahali at outside linebacker. Why are you a hater? What did your Eagles do?
Let's talk about Pro Bowl here.
Coming from an Eagles fan.
How many Cleveland players are in the Pro Bowl? Quashi.
It does
How many players from the Browns are in the Pro Bowl this year? How many players from Cleveland are in the Pro Bowl this year?
Three.
All right, then Quashi's cheering for all three.
I don't know, but go Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland.
J.J. Watt from the Houston
JJ.
Texans.
Oh my God! All right, I can see
Did
JJ
you just
Watt.
say go Cleveland Browns, but you
I
were
know
disrespecting my Kansas City Chiefs?
Cleveland got a young team. No, Cleveland has a young team, and they've been in games. Kansas City gets blown out every week. They suck. They have,
Well, now they
have
got
no
Andy
future.
Reid. All right, hold on. All right, Chris.
They have no future.
You're a Chiefs fan, right? Chiefs fan.
Yes.
What do you think about Andy Reid being your new coach? Can't wait to hear
Honestly, I think Andy Reid is going to do us some justice. Andy Reid did great with numerous players in the year before. It's not his fault that he didn't have the talent on the Eagles this year for them to produce. Andy Reid is a great coach. Nobody can argue that. Andy Reid is a great coach, and that's why he was in one place for how
14
long
seasons.
he was.
14 years.
14 years he was in one place. He's a great coach. You can't
He's
take
the
that away
longest
from him.
tenured head coach.
Yeah, I
up
forgot
to
the
this
Chiefs had the
point.
talent, but let's talk about
We may not have the talent right now, but with Andy Reid, I guarantee we'll get a good first-round draft pick that we got this year.
Well, see,
and I guarantee he's gonna
they
he's gonna
made
make
him the
moves
general
for the
manager
program.
too. So now he gets to draft what players he wants on his team. I mean, he has control of that entire team.
Yeah, there's no doubt
Kansas
about
City.
that.
And
I
I
like
think
Andy
given Andy Reid the talent, and I
like
think that was
Andy
his
Reid.
problem in Philadelphia was that he was the organization gave him players and said do what you can with these guys. Now in Kansas City, he has the ability to pick who he wants to coach, and I think that will be beneficial for him this upcoming year.
I like Andy Reid, but Kansas City just stinks. I hate Kansas
Let's see,
City.
that could turn around now that Reid has
They
full
just
control.
Stink.
Maybe he just went there for the barbecue.
Well, before we end this, let's go around. Who do you think's going to win the Pro Bowl? Chris?
Gotta go with AFC. My Kansas City Chiefs on that side, man.
I'm going with the NFC.
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 I'm going to round it out with NFC.
Me and
So-
Quachi have formed a Stephen A. Johnson and Skip Bayless relationship. I do not like you, bro.
I don't like you either. Ditto.
Well, the Pro Bowl Sunday, January 27th.
And let's just ask the three guests. Next week, we'll have a Super Bowl podcast. Who do you think's going to win the Super Bowl?
Ravens, hands down.
49ers.
I'm going with the 49ers too.
I don't want to see Ray Lewis win because
Reasons
he's
why
gonna
I don't
cry.
like-
and he's
I don't like
annoying.
either one of you.
Ray Lewis is annoying. Ray Lewis is
Nah, I
annoying.
love Ray Lewis, man.
I don't like
Like the
him.
Ray Lewis down.
No, he
Kenny?
doesn't.
I see the 49ers winning it. I want Frank Gore and Colin Kaepernick especially to win this.
Kaepernick gonna run through
Yes. Yes.
Well, all right. If
Ray
you want to
Ray Lewis
see,
is not even playing good right now.
if you want to
you're
see me
watching
and
the
Ryan's
games.
predictions, y'all tune in next week for the Super Bowl podcast. I want to thank everybody for listening. Thanks, guys, for being here.
Thank
and
you.
providing your insight.
Thanks for having us.